Okay, sorry, I cut myself off, but that's good because I think I'm gonna stand and do these lessons now because I'm not as energized when I'm sitting. Oh, here we go again. All right. So I like this quote about motivation. Motivation produces. It makes things happen. It makes kids do things. So simply put, motivation produces. I love that. So some more key elements of this theory. It's dynamic. It's multifaceted. Uh, Students are going to exhibit this in so many different ways, and we have to find those things that create motivation in them and pull it out of them sometimes. And they're going to show it in such different ways. It is contextual, so environment matters. Our classroom environment is going to matter. Um, and then it is very individualized, like we talked about. So a learner's thoughts are going to affect motivation and shape their engagement and achievement in the classroom. And that's a loaded statement, a learner's thoughts. So whatever's going on in here is going to affect what's going on outside. And that's kind of where next class ties in a lot too, is that emotional state and how that is really, really related to motivation as well. And so we know this, motivated learners are successful learners. So just look at all these things that um, are connected with motivation in the classroom. There's just, I can't emphasize, no one can emphasize motivation enough, but we all know it's important. But the real question is, how do we get students motivated? I think we all know what it feels like to be demotivated, and we've seen this in students as well. So that's what today is all about. And so these are kind of our what we're going to talk about in terms of motivation. So more of like a roadmap of our lesson for this week. And we're starting with intrinsic and extrinsic. We're going into our human needs, these cognitive and social factors, the targets, which are great, and then the role of emotion is next class, and motivating students in any environment is what it says. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. No, I'm just gonna go. Let's see. I got it. Okay. And so what I want you to do is in your Nearpod, answer these questions. You're thinking about the topic of intrinsic and extrinsic, getting your brain ready for it. So go ahead to the Nearpod and answer the questions, and I'll see you on the other side.